Hello, hello. Welcome to day 13 of Distance Learning. You'll see here we have our Google Slides presentation for today. These first few days are the same as they have been this week, just with some login information. One big change has been the link for Zoom. Through the district, they've decided to set up a Park Hill Schools Zoom account that teachers are utilizing. This helps make it a little bit more secure. So the link for Monday and Friday from now on is the same, and it should stay the same for the rest of our time together, but I'll let you know if it changes. The meeting ID is now here and the password is the same. So hopefully just access this from now on and it should make it a little bit simpler. Now moving into day 13, a friendly reminder to please keep your child's work in one place to submit at the end of the shutdown. And here we go. For reading today, they are choosing one 20-minute activity. Again, I would recommend them reading Goldilocks and the Other Three Bears because it will prepare them for day 14 where they are comparing and contrasting the two Goldilocks stories. This one is different than yesterday's. When you open up this one, it is Goldilocks and the Other Three Bears. So it's a different version, and this will be important because they will be having a reading response time where they, for writing, will write down the setting, the problem solution, the plot, or retelling the story for the beginning, middle, and end, and what did the main character learn. You might remember they did this yesterday with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. They will do it again for Goldilocks and the Other Three Bears for writing. And the goal is that after they have these two reading responses done, it will make day 14's Venn diagram comparing and contrasting the stories much easier. Again, you could choose Raz Kids, ABC Mouse, or another fairy tale, but this one will definitely, by reading Goldilocks and the Other Three Bears, make it a bit easier. And if they do finish reading Goldilocks and the Other Three Bears earlier, they can, of course, get on one of these accounts or read a book of their choice. Also, a reminder, if your child struggles with reading this on their own, please help them read it. That will make it a little bit easier for you. So that way they can do the reading response, and then they can read another book that's on their level to finish out that 20-minute period. And after they have their reading response, they will be moving on to handwriting and keyboarding again. Pick print or cursive, pick 1 or 2 or 3 pages, whatever works for your child, or you could do keyboarding. And then for math, we have even and odd. This is a review video. Definitely a skill we've talked a lot about, but this video is a very thorough review of what we have learned this year. So again, when they have watched that, you are going to be pulling out their notebook, and they will make 3 columns on a piece of paper. In the first column, they will write the object name. In the second column, they will write how many objects there are, and in the third column, they will write whether it is even or odd. Do this for 5 groups of objects. My suggestion would be to find, maybe if you have any like buckets or bins that would have groups of objects together, maybe blocks or different types of toys, or office supplies even would be a great option. If it has a huge amount, you could just give them a pile of the objects. If you have a huge box of paper clips or something, you could pull out, a pretty big pinch and have them do it that way. That way they're not counting 100+ objects. And once they have finished that, they can play the game odd or even with someone, or they can even play it by themselves. And here's how you play. We have a deck of cards, and you are wanting your sum of 2 cards to be even, because when they're even, you get to take them away from the deck of cards. Your goal is to have as few cards left as possible by the time you've worked through your deck of cards. Now, if they get an odd sum, 13 is odd, then they will put another card on top from the deck, and they are hoping that this sum of the top 2 cards will be even, but unfortunately 8 plus 3 equals 11. It is not. It is odd. So they will put another card hoping it is even, and then once it is, they can take those top 2 cards away. They will draw another card and hope that 8 plus whatever the card is here is even, because then they can take those 2 cards away and make this pile smaller and smaller. Again, the goal is that this pile will be as small as possible. And they can play this again and again. They can play it with a sibling, whatever works for you. Or your child can practice their fluency facts on flashcards, Fact Monster. You'll see here there's flashcards for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then a mix of addition and subtraction. No matter what they choose, please have them start with level 1. It's good review. Most of them will know their facts 0 to 9, but it's still just a great opportunity to get even stronger in those facts and to get even faster. And then here, moving on to social studies, we have goods and services. Again, this is something that we reviewed in the last few weeks in distance learning, or that you have reviewed with them. Please have them watch this Brain Pop Junior video, or they can read a RazKids book about it. But again, videos are a little bit more independent and take less support. So have them look at that. Again, it's a very thorough review. And then you can have them, when they have either read the book or watched the video, or they could do both if you'd like, talk to them about the difference between goods and services. Make sure they have a solid understanding before they move on and complete their goods and services sort. Now, if you have this printed, that's great. They can cut these out and glue them or tape them where they go. If you have the packet, again, you can do that as well. But if you don't have a printer and you don't have the packet, you could have them put this in their notebook, this T-chart, write it out, goods and services, then have them jot down these items in whatever category they go in. So again, you can do this in the notebook if you don't have this paper. And that is it for day 13. Again, the Zoom meeting was the big change. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day 13. I hope you guys are enjoying lots of time with your families and staying safe and healthy. Thank you for watching this, taking the time to prepare. Have a great day.